Welcome back to the Uranium Fever channel. In today's video, we're going through all the Datamine items slated to be future Atomic Shop releases, featuring a cement truck, multiple new backpacks, a Butch O Bot cooking station, possible Halloween items, and a striking new power armor skin. Let's take a closer look. Special thanks to Dataminers, Sugar Bombs, Rads, and Reasonable Madness for providing me with the visuals for today's video. Regularly giving us a first look at new items coming to the game, please give them a follow, all their links in the video description. Today's video is timestamped with the different datamines categorized, but up first we are looking at some build sets. Beginning with some first visuals of an army-based build kit. This appears to be based on the set seen at Camp McClintock, with the roof sections identical to the ones we can see there. And it looks very promising so far. Another build set on the way is the White Spring build kit, and this doesn't come alone either, with multiple White Spring themed camp items, but taking a look at these pieces first, I think this one will be quite popular with builders. The signature shape of the doorway frames and windows offering up something new. Alongside this, there's a new White Spring pillar stair post. As we can see in the storefront, it will function like any other one. There's more still though, as a new counter set called the White Spring counter kit will also be arriving alongside these previous items. Judging by these storefront images alone, it might be the best looking counter set they've released so far. The White Spring marble floors will pair well with everything else, and last but not least we have the White Spring fountain. Hopefully all these items will be in one bundle together. A very different sort of build kit is the Burned House set, and we don't know too much about this yet with these first visuals available, but it appears to be a modified version of the previously released Abandoned Mine kit. Pairing this with the buildable fires would definitely work nicely, and each of these pieces is looking good so far. Another early set of visuals are for the Palace of the Winding Path build kit. And I really like this idea, as not only does it appear to have multiple coloured wall sections with different patterns, but it also includes the very unique looking gold roof pieces, which are unlike anything that we currently have. Alongside those pieces, a pillar, wall sconce and doorway have been datamined as well. There's some really great variety with these upcoming build kits, and hopefully more designs we see in the world space will be appearing like this. Lastly, for the build sets, we have some visuals of textures that appear to be for a new shelter. Thanks to Reasonable Madness for these, but the shelter appears to be called the Root Cellar. Hopefully we'll be hearing more about this shelter soon. A new wallpaper has been mined called the Presidential Wallpaper, and perhaps we will see this release alongside Season 14, which has a lot of Presidential and Enclave themed items, which are set to release on that scoreboard. Up next, let's take a look through the series of upcoming player icons. We can see some of these which are pulled straight from the Atlantic City teaser trailer, and these will feature items that we'll be looking at later in the video, so expect that these will be the bundle images, or will actually feature in the bundle as a new player icon. I'm not sure about these next ones, but we have a pair of Vault Boy icons, and a pair of Vault Girl icons, and the character again is wearing an outfit that we'll be seeing later on. Finally, we have two very interesting ones, a butterfly which I'm sure relates to the Butterfly Sanctuary Collector, and an Enclave player icon, and this is an item that's been requested by members of the community for a very long time, so it's great to see it datamined, and I expect, judging from some other items in today's video, could feature in an Enclave bundle coming to the Atomic Shop in the not too distant future. Outfits next, and we're starting with some headwear. We have the Barbecue Pit Boss mask, antiquated veil, and skull helmet. And we also have the accompanying outfits with the Barbecue Pit Boss and antiquated wedding dress. The Mutant Armor outfit is up next. And we also have a couple of interesting items we don't have too much info on yet, and these are called the Babylon Blooming Hazmat Suit, the Green Man Wood Armor, which apparently includes the Wood Armor helmet, and a stylish skirt and Guinevere's outfit from Season 12. Hopefully that means that Rip Daring's outfit is also on the way too. The new power armor paint is called the Battlescar Warhead, and is a new version of the previously released Warhead power armor. Backpacks are up next. The Enclave Signalman backpack has had a facelift, with this one called the Operator backpack, and we also have a new Surplus backpack as well, and I really like the look of this one. And thirdly, we have the Pioneer Squirrel backpack. So with this one, it actually relates to an upcoming limited time challenge event called Summer Camp, and the Squirrel backpack flare is also a reward from that event. Two other flares have been datamined as well, called the Brass Nuke and Brass Tank, and there's also a new loot bag skin called the Army Issue Haversack. Weapons now. There's quite a few skins on the way, with the Light Me Up Gatling gun paint, Battlescar Gatling plasma, which looks like it will arrive with the Warhead power armor, and there's some more Light Me Up skins for the handmade rifle and pump action shotgun. Two melee weapons are getting some skins as well. The chainsaw is getting a paint called the Grinder, and the baseball bat is getting one called the Fire Hydrant Bat. The splintered stovepipe is a double barrel shotgun paint, and on the right is the Babylon floral paint for the machete. To finish up, there's two assault rifle skins. On the left we have the Until Parted, and on the right the Pumpkin Smash. Camp collectors are up now, and first we have the Butterfly Sanctuary. After doing a little bit of digging, I believe that this will actually produce acid. I will double check and leave a pinned comment if that isn't the case though. On the right we have the Mothman Nest. So this one is very speculative as we don't know much about this yet, but it's possible that this could also be a collector for Mothman eggs. The next item definitely is though. We have the Cookie Jar Camp Collector. Admittedly, I'm unsure what this will produce, but perhaps it could be sugar. Anyway, we'll have to wait and see with that one. A new display called the Stately Armoire is pulled straight from the world, as one of these can be seen in the Appalachian Antique Shop in the Cranby Bog. And here it is, filled with some plushies. Up next is lights, and there's quite a few in this section, starting with a White Spring accent lamp and red mirror ball. This trio of Super Mutant Diagram lights are now seemingly confirmed to be Meat Week rewards. Another White Spring light with this wall accent light, candle spine, and Palace of the Winding Path wall light. For doors we have a secret monitor array hidden door, and utility items we have the military searchlight, and this will actually light up as we can see it set down in this storefront image. The Butch O Bot poster frame teases the newest cooking station variant, and this robotic butcher looks amazing. It does come with some pretty extensive animations, and alongside the Mr. Handy cooking station from season 14, it appears to be another great addition for your camp. A pair of camp furniture items are the bowling arcade machine and bowling alley lane. The former will likely function like any other arcade machine in your camp, and the latter is the second iteration of a bowling alley we've seen so far, although the first one is still yet to release. This is an old Datamine, but it appears that the Enclave mineral extractor skin is actually back. Tentatively, I'm expecting most of the Enclave Atomic Shop items featured today to be in one single bundle. Floor decor is up next, and we're kicking things off with plushies. We have Mr. Rusty, Hamilton, and the Peppino, Punty, and Wilbur McPig plushies. The last three of these now appear to be Meat Week rewards to look out for. Keep your statue of a T-Rex company with a statue of a Brontosaurus. Another oldie, the long-awaited high-tech consoles have popped up again in this Datamine. Will we finally see these released soon? A series of smaller floor decor items, we have the Atomic Bomb statue, Bile Skull Bottle, Blood Skull Bottle, and Plasma Skull Bottle. The Meat Scale, Ritual Votive Stand, and Service Bell are up next. Another taxidermy statue, the Mutant Hound is slated to be a Meat Week reward. Wall decor, the Bullet Mirror, Defcon sign, and Hanging Pots and Pans rack bring up the first couple. And there's also a pair of framed galaxy maps which are also on the way. And this is a very interesting set, but it appears that buildable cobwebs are also on the way as well. A Vault-Tec quilt can be hung up, and so can this ornate American flag. We have a selection of items without much information up now, which but definitely seem to be possible Halloween releases. These include a horrifying spiked doll head, haunted bell tower door, and skull door knocker. We also have the first visuals of a floor and ceiling pair of shackled skeletons, and shooting target pumpkins. A trio of lights with the honeycomb jack-o'-lantern, honeycomb paper ghost, and honeycomb paper spider. Camp structures next. We have Big Fred's barbecue trailer, a huge deep space dish is also on the way, and a new UFO-shaped structure called the Earthlight Lounge. We have a single Photomode Pose that's been datamined, and this interesting pose is called Swan Dive. Don't know too much about these two, but we have a Vault Boy balloon station, which is listed as a utility item, and a White House chandelier. Another structure we have first visuals for is the Mud Hut, and there's also a cement mixer truck. I wonder if this will actually be a camp collector. This is marked down as a season 14 item, but we've also seen a visual for a forklift which pulls straight from the game world. A souvenir music box and Vault-Tec University graduation hat are up next. And another one of these Babylon camp items, we have a decoration for Deathcore Easter eggs, and a very mysterious crate, which we don't know anything about yet. I thought I would save this one until the end, but without a doubt one of the most requested items for the longest time in Fallout 76, we have the classic modular kitchen set. Exactly as it appears in the game world, and now hopefully very soon buildable in your camp too. Great to see that Bethesda added this. Lastly for today we have this oddity, called Mr. Salesman. and there's nothing else to go on currently, but what do you think he'll be for? And which items did you like the look of most in today's showcase? Let me know what you think down in the comments. If you enjoyed this particular video, please consider subscribing to help the channel grow. With that said though, I'm off. Thank you for watching, and we will see you in the next one.